Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. It is Thursday. I'm getting ready for work. I got up super early. I baked a chicken. I've got the broth ready to make some dog food when I get home tonight from work. I just saved off the broth and then I'm going to make some pasta or rice, probably rice. I have that bag of rice I got fairly cheap, and I got vegetables and some extra chicken meat that I pulled off the carcass. So, the carcass has already been fed out to the birds. Portions of it went to the roosters, so that way they got a little extra. They got some greens today. They got grapes. They got vegan cheese, hamburger buns. So they have a really good meal today. And, it's good. I like putting my roosters up in the wintertime because it's better on my girls, but they too need to get that extra bit of food that they're not getting by being locked up. So today they're eating like kings, which they're all named after kings. So anyway, let's talk about this. Very, very excited to see that the Trump regime is not having a smooth sail. It's very comforting to know that people are getting off their butts and they're voting and they're protesting and they're making it known and very clear that they do not agree with having a dictator, a king, an authoritarian regime in our country. It's not working. We, the people, the patriots of the Constitution, have spoken out. We, the people, the patriots of the Constitution, will not stand by and allow this to happen. He has done so many criminal acts, and his regime, his cabinet members, they have done very serious acts, criminal acts, and they will be held accountable. And this is where MAGA is going to have to make a decision. If you stick by Trump's side and you stick as a MAGA, what you are doing is going against our Constitution and the will of the rest of the people. You hear MAGA go, well, we're the majority. We won with a landslide. You did not win in a landslide. And I think you need to understand that very thoroughly. Winning in a landslide is not what the election was. There were a lot of people that just didn't vote. There were a lot of people who voted Trump just because they wouldn't vote for a woman. There were lots of people who voted because they didn't want another colored person in office. Well, those people now realize that Donald Trump is hurting our economy, destroying our Constitution, and doing many, many illegal things. It amazes me that MAGA would be okay with the destruction of our White House, that MAGA would be okay with unconstitutional behavior, as I've always heard them say, we are the patriots. But when it comes down to this point, MAGA is going to have to make a decision. And if you go against your fellow Americans in a very trying time, you too will be held liable for criminal behavior. People are going to protest because this is not the right way for America to be. To losing our allies, to gaining allies that are criminal countries, regimes themselves, wanting to take away the rights of trans people, gay people, women, black people, brown people. It's crazy. And MAGA is going to have to make that decision because eventually you're going to have to make the decision. Are you going to go up against people who are the patriots of the Constitution? and who vote for you and your rights, your family's rights. And all you vote for is something that is not even tangible. This mass deportation is criminal. The behaviors are unconstitutional. Treating people less than animals. Using religion to try to control people. Using food to try to control people. Lying every time they open their mouth on camera. The Democrats are not at fault for the close down of the government. That's insane. That is the biggest lie going on right now. And MAGA is going to have to make a decision eventually. Because as the elections and the midterms hit, are you going to be okay with further criminal and unconstitutional behavior? Are you going to be okay with him taking what you need? Because many of us are not. And the idea that you're the majority is quite telling when you look at polls. It's 34 to 37% MAGA. Total hardcore, listening to propaganda, never researching, never looking into anything that's being told to you, and not defying the king. But eventually you will have to make that decision. Are you going to vote for more of this? Or are you going to vote to straighten this out and be the country that we should be, not the country that it's turning out to be? This is wrong. Our country is the laughing stock of the world. And why is it that we want to isolate from the world? Except for those that are of criminal regimes. Bailing out Argentina, $40 billion. That's not America first. When Donald Trump says we're doing good, he's talking about the wealthy people, his donors, that do not care about you. You're a number. You provide him with the money he needs to do horrible and stupid things. And I hope that most MAGA shake it off and shake out of this cloud of MAGA and go, wait a minute, this is wrong. The way that this government is going, we will have Project 2025 in. But the way things were voted on the other night, it's going to be a fight. And you're going to have to decide which side you're on. Are you going to stick to what you do? Stick to what you think? Stick to those lies that are being told to you? Or are you going to come out and go, you know what? We need to do something because this is not the way that we should be living. Will it only be something that you fight for when it affects you? Because it will. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I got to get ready for work. Bye, y'all.